ladies and gentlemen. How are you today? Okay, so before starting, I would like to ask you, where do you usually get information about political news? Maybe from social media, newspaper, or TV? Okay, so because many answer social media, today I would like to discuss social media influencer role in the 2024 presidential election. Next slide. So, I will show you a video about the current social media trends. Next slide. From the video, we know that social media has become a transforming force in politics. Understanding how social media affect voter views, develop campaign strategy, and influence election results is critical in the context of the 2024 presidential election. Next slide. The discuss today is to inform the youth about the importance of social media in the upcoming presidential election in 2024. Next. Okay, from expert opinion, according to Moores, concluded that there are different ways in which social media can change politics. Both positive, accessibility of politicians and wide reach in the short time period, as well as negative, fake news, and the overall of information, influences of social media on politics are present. In the second one, in the 2017 research by the Indonesia Internet Service Provider Association, APCI, 87% of Indonesia use internet service primarily for social media. The internet is used in social and political contexts, especially for political news. Next slide. Okay, as we can see, the different age group have different internet penetration rate. With user 13 until 18 have 75%. With user 19 until 34 have 74%. And last with user 35 until 54 have 44%. Next. Okay, now I will inform you about social media trends affecting political engagement. Social media can expose you to political information. This can lead to increased awareness of political events and issues, and can also encourage people to seek out more information. Okay, here I took from Instagram Vote Active. From the first post, looks dari ketiga capres pas diedit pakai AI, versi anak kecil. And the second post, situs KPU diduga dibobol, 204 juta data pemilih bocor, dijual seharga 1,2 miliar. And we can see from the top comment, Pak Prabowo mirip anak kecil yang di film Up. Ganjar, walaupun di AI tetap ngeselin melihat mukanya. Pak Prabowo gemoy amat mirip karakter film Up yang tokoh utamanya namanya Rusli. Ada second, apabila sesuatu urusan diserahkan kepada yang bukan ahlinya, maka tunggulah saat kehancurannya. Hadis riwayat Bukhari nomor 6015. Kalau data malah aman sih, malah kaget. And the last, ragu pemilu tahun ini dibeli sama partai-partai. Okay. Here are two from the TikTok of how political branding on TikTok platforms. From the first video, we can see Anies Baswedan.
Indonesia harus jago Anda atau jago dunia?
Indonesia harus tuan rumah di negeri sendiri dan jago di dunia.
Beli sama partai-partai. Here are two from the TikTok of how political branding. Okay, the second one, Prabowo from Gerindra Parties. Okay, the last Ganjar from PDIP.
Kita
As we can see, there are many positive comments, and each presidential candidate approach to political branding is unique. Next. Okay, hoax. For the first post, data KPU hasil pemilu 2024 udah jadi. The second post, artikel berjudul Optimis menang pemilu 2024, Puan, kita bersama Wong Licik. From this post, we know that social media has negative information as well. Next. Okay, there are several benefits and risks. From the benefits, increase access to information, improve communication with candidates, and also ability to compare candidates. And from risks, unreliable information source and also online harassment. As a young generation, we don't need to worry because here I will share tips for you. For the first, don't trust information easily. Second, don't be easily provoked by emotion. And the last, remain objective. Next. Okay, overall, social media has an important role in the 2024 presidential election. With its wide range ability to connect directly with voters and ability to compare candidates. However, it is important to be aware of the potential risks of social media, such as unreliable information source and online harassment. Therefore, as a young generation, don't trust information easily, don't be easily provoked by emotion, and the last, remain objective. This is from me, Adinda Vita. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, Adinda, for handling the technical problem with. Still, yeah, you look so calm, yeah. Well, are you ready for the next round of the 5 presenters? Yeah, let's see what's on my notes. Well. Okay. So the 6th presenter would be Putri Afifah Ramadanti, continued by Reza Aulia Pratama with visual aid, yeah, and then Azlika Dinda Ramadania and Akmal Haidar Afat, and the 10th presenters with PPT and video would be from Fadila Ilhami Husna. Okay, Putri Afifah, I think you need to prepare yourself. All right, whenever you're ready. Yeah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you? Yeah, so today I would like to talk about managing stress in college and how about a college life. So first, before I start today, I would like to ask you all, have you ever felt stress in college or in the overseas? Yeah, so stress is a normal actually. So it's okay if you feel stress, but we must manage that. And for a campus life, is also a place have many experience and a valuable lesson. But sometimes can be a place creates a pressure and a stress. So today I will talk about to how we deal about it and what our strategy to deal with the stress. So one of the ways that I will talk today to overcome the stress that of course us is with a time management. Why is the time management is a crucial aspect? Because balancing our academic work, activity, commitment and organization sometimes can be scary if we not managed well. So sometimes some people are still confused about how to manage time well so that we don't feel stress. And the usual way I do is make priority scale. However, by applying effective time management techniques such as a make priority scales can significantly ease the burden of our healthy responsibilities. So it's like we can have more time for a take rest and have a relaxed time. So for the second, let's talk about the spending time with a family on the nearest people. Sometimes it's like not really important, but it's really effect if we have a time with them and spending time with them. It really help us to have change our and give us advice if we have a difficult time. And for me, spending time with a family sometimes really make us happy too, but it's really make support for us. And managing stress and anxiety in college is complicated yet aspect of our educational journey. It is crucial to realize that stress is a normal part of this experience, but it does not have to defeat us. But implementing effective strategies such as a time management, seeking support, and spending time with a loved one, we can give ourselves the skills to deal with this challenge powerfully. These strategies act as a pillar is navigating the challenges of college life. Balance is the key, and seeking help is a sign and a strength, not a weakness. Embrace the journey, grow. Prioritize your well-being and create a supportive environment to mental health. So, for the conclusion, remember your mental health is a matters and taking proactive step to manage stress is a important investment in your success and happiness. That's for me, Putri Ramadanti. Thank you for attention.
Thank you, Putri. And next would be Reza. Yeah. So Reza, you will need this visual aid. Do you want to click the slide for yourself or? Check.
Test. Okay, good morning everyone. How are you doing today? Okay. So, my name is Reza Oleh Pratama and I would like to explain a little bit about fear of missing out. First of all, I'd like you guys to imagine this. Your friends recently just bought their dream cars. And they decided to plan a hangout on the weekends, and you decided to come. But you don't have a car. And with no other option, you decided to buy a new car online using the pay later option. You feel absolutely stressed by your decision, but at least you can get rid of your FOMO, right? Now, has any of you ever had that kind of situation before? Have you ever had any fear of missing out with your friends? They have. It must have been a very stressful situation, right? And I forgot. Next slide. As I've explained before, FOMO can lead to something called impulse buying, and that's what I'm going to focus on right now, which is the FOMO about impulse buying, irrational decision, and unwise financial decision. Okay. Maybe let me give you an example. In August this year, there is a student from Universitas Indonesia who killed his own junior. When being asked, he doesn't kill because of hate, he doesn't kill because of vengeance, but as it turns out, he wants to take his junior's belonging. For what? To pay his debts online. And this is a case that is sadly happening more and more. So, what's happened here? What's exactly caused him to able to kill his junior? Let's take a look at the source. FOMO has been scientifically proven by the American Health Association to cause stress, anxiety, unhealthy lifestyle, and many other destructive effects. So, the very likely case that happened here is he got stressed out by his environment living in Jakarta, Universitas Indonesia, which has a very expensive living cost, very high life, and he couldn't keep up with all of it. So he decided to loan money online, which, as you usually comes with a very high interest. And at the end, he couldn't pay for it, so he resorted to killing his junior and take his belongings. Now, how bad exactly has the situation become? Let me show you this table. This is a table from OJK showing the amounts of accounts and the amount of money that is stuck. The people who own these accounts from June 2022 and June 2023 couldn't pay the amount of money to the loaners. So, as you can see here, there are 200,000 accounts in 2022 and 300,000 accounts in 2023. The amount of money also increases from 400 billion rupiah to 763 in the age of 34 years old, which is our age, the most productive age, and is the most contributing to this issue. And the total here, as you can see, is 1 trillion. 1 trillion rupiah. It's stuck, unable to be paid. So, what happens now? The owners of this account couldn't pay the amount of money, therefore, the country have to pay for it. The banks have to pay for it. And if it keeps increasing, what happened? The banks couldn't pay for it. The country couldn't pay for it. And then, economic crisis, economic collapse. And this is a worrying trend because it's increasing every year, both the accounts and the money that is loaning online. So, what can we do about this? At least I can tell the people in here to let's not do this. Let's be wise with our financial decisions. I know everything is expensive, but I have one special trick for all of you here. Next slide. Be grateful for what you have. This is a simple sentence that I take to heart, and I always think about it whenever I think about the things I need, or maybe thinking of loaning perhaps. But then I thought about this. If I'm grateful about things that I have, I wouldn't look for anything outside the things I have, outside the things I own. And also, it's haram in Islam, so I didn't do it. And also, that's all from me, I guess. Let's be wise about our financial decision. Let's be grateful for what we have, because if we're grateful for what we have, then we wouldn't have to look elsewhere. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Reza. Yeah, be grateful. Yeah, for what we have. Sometimes we forget about it. Well, next we have Azlika. Yeah, to present. Yeah, time is yours.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. Okay, so have you guys ever felt like your future that you have once envisioned become shorter or less clear? It's like when someone asks you, like, what do you see yourself in the next 10 years? And then you would find trouble answering that question. Based on my personal experience, I actually used to think that my own life will not get past till I was 25. I used to think that I would die at 16. And I used to think that I will not go through middle school or high school and things like that. And that is called the sense of foreshown future. So what is the sense of foreshown future? So it is actually the perception of the future becomes uncertain. And the sense of foreshown future is actually a trauma response from someone who has PTSD. And what is PTSD? So PTSD is actually post-traumatic stress disorder. And post-traumatic stress disorder is a disorder that you get from the trauma from your past. For example, you used to live in a very strict and tough household. And your parents would restrict you from hanging out with your friends, and they will yell at you from making the slightest mistakes, and they will physically and emotionally abuse you. And as the time goes by, you would move out from your house and you would pursue your study to university. And from there, you would refuse to go back to your house or to your hometown because of how much trauma it has caused you. And this situation could really make you feel pressured, anxious, and you would feel a loss of direction. And these things could really make you feel like you have no future, you have no career path, you would think that you will not go through other people's milestones that they go through. So you would think that you have no future, you have no life, you would think that you wouldn't have a job, you wouldn't have a family, you wouldn't go through all of that. And person who has experienced the sense of foreshown future would think that your life to be cut short. Now, let's discuss about the methods that we can do to overcome it. So the first thing that you can do is to actually do self-care, practice self-care, meaning that you can maybe try to have TED Talks to yourself. This may sound strange and autistic, but you can actually try it. You can actually try to have a talk to yourself like, what did you do on that day, on that certain day, and you can say to yourself that, okay, so I've done enough today and I'm gonna do better tomorrow. And you can also try to write on journals. You can also try to write what you're going through at that certain time on your journal. And also remember to be kind to yourself. That it's okay for you to make mistakes, and that there are billions of people living in this world and they all make mistakes. Everybody has mistakes and everybody has those days. So yeah, it's totally fine for you to make mistakes. Now, the last thing that you can do is to seek support. You can try to seek support from professionals if you want. If that could really help you, you may try to do that. And you can also seek support from the people that you're close with, that you trust. You can try to tell them what you're going through, what you're feeling at that certain time. It's totally fine to do that. Now, let's bring together and reinforce the idea. So, it can be disheartening to have the sense of foreshown future, but don't let it define us. You can always try to embrace it and understanding it, and that way you can try to overcome it. And today we discussed about the impact of the sense of foreshown future, and we also discovered ways and methods to overcome it. And by setting new goals, seeking inspiration, seeking support from professionals, it can really help you to have hope for the future. And remember that the future is not set in stone, meaning that it can always change in the way that you want to navigate it. So also remember that you're not alone, and this situation is actually very common for a lot of people and for a lot of teenagers out there, and that you just have to embrace change and believe in yourself and trust that new possibilities and new opportunities will eventually come in your way. So that is all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Azlika. It's like reflection, yeah, content that she offered to us. So next we will have Akmal, yeah, woo. Okay, Akmal, time is yours.
We live in this moment. Who you are now is more important than the memories of your past. Be good to yourself. Those words are from a manga or comic that I read yesterday, with the theme of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. So, what do these words can relate with tidying? Like a tidying up dorm room, your house, or something like that. Right? Good morning, everyone. My name is Akmal, a second year operating student at Universitas Gadjah Mada. Right. Yesterday, I read a manga or comic with the title Life-Changing Manga by Tidying Up. Not only the title, but this manga really changed my life. This manga tells a story about Chiaki, a 29-year-old, a single woman who is easily falls in love but also easily loses interest. Who is like Chiaki in here. Alright, Chiaki is the definition of a busy career woman. She worked as a sales representative at a beverage company. One day, when she came home from a busy meeting with her stakeholders, she went into her apartment, which was extremely messy because she never cleaned it since she was very busy. Because there was already a lot of garbage built up, she planned to put her garbage on the balcony first, but it turns out that there was still some garbage that not has been thrown away last week. But she still put her garbage on the balcony first with the thought that the garbage will stay there for a while and the next day we'll throw it into the trash bin outside. After putting it on the balcony, Chiaki took a shower and bed to clean up herself from a late day of work, and not long after that, suddenly the apartment bell rang continuously. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. And then she felt disturbed and finally hurries to open it. Chiaki opened the door of her apartment and found a good-looking guy who was in front of her apartment. Chiaki instantly blushing to see him. Who actually wanted to tell Chiaki to get rid of her balcony. So, the neighbor wanted to tell Chiaki to get rid of her trash or balcony because the smell spread to his apartment. And then Chiaki became defensive. Then I looked around her apartment and realized that was a very messy and didn't know how to start to cleaning up. Then Chiaki wanted to go to sleep and try to search on the internet and find tidying. And then comes tidying KonMari in her search bar, which is a lesson that's come directly to her apartment to teach her how to tidy. The next day, Chiaki and KonMari met to begin the lesson. KonMari is a tidying consultant who looks like a fairy with a sweet smile. From there, Chiaki starts to learn how to tidy up her apartment. At first, Chiaki was skeptical about tidying up her apartment, but KonMari helped her step by step and always supporting her. Starting from visualizing her ideal lifestyle, where Jackie wants to have an ideal lifestyle to cook comfortably in her apartment. Then Jackie began to choose what to keep instead of what to get rid of by keeping that can spark of joy, with a trio of rules, which are functional, informational, and emotional. Whenever you get rid of them, always say thank you and word of appreciation so that you can be more willing to let it go. Another lesson is to try tidying by category, where you collect all the same category to make it easier and then choose which ones to keep or get rid of. Jackie collected all her socks, shirt, pants into one category and then organized them. And the last thing is to get rid of sentimental items. You know, like shirts from your ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, or something like that. As I said before, we live in this world. Who you are now is more important than memories of your past. Be good to yourself. I know it's hard to get rid of items that brings us so much joy and are full of precious memory. We feel like we are losing it all, but not is that case. Precious memory will never be forgotten even we get rid of them. The most important thing is not about the past, but what we have now. Thanking those experiences for a better future because we are able to move on. In the end, Jackie became tidy and got the lifestyle she wanted, which changed her life better. And get a dinner with a good-looking guy is her neighbor in her apartment. So the lesson we can take is that letting go is more important than filling up. It can make us confident in our decision-making abilities. Let us embrace the philosophy of tidying up, appreciate the value of being alive in the moment, and confidently making decisions that improve our well-being. Remember, it is the act of letting go that makes it possible for us to create a better future. Thank you for the attention. Good morning.
Thank you, Akmal. Very calming, yeah. I thought that would be some sort of dance or something. Just kidding. Okay, Fadila. Well, Fadila, yeah. You have the video. Do you want it to be in the beginning or in the end? In the beginning. Oh, slide first. Okay. Check first.
Check. You. Hello everyone.
Hi.
Good morning. Before I start my speech, let me ask you a question. Have you ever experienced family struggles? Yeah, me too. And today I'm gonna tell to all of you the story of my family and how I overcame the things that I have faced. And first of all, I'm very grateful to become me right now. And that was very like difficult times back then. And next, please. So this is my father's and my mother's, and it all started with my parents got married at 1994, and at that time my father didn't get like enough salary from his job, so he got only like 2,000 rupiah per day. So it is 2,000 rupiah per day, and of course my father couldn't afford our family alone, so my mother had to help him. My mother is very like good in managing money and everything, of course. And
And but let me tell you my father first. Next, please. And this is my father, and my father was supposed to be a TNI soldier, but there weren't something wrong at inauguration ceremony. So my father's name wasn't on the list. So we don't know what happened until now, but we think there was some like corruption, like I don't know what happened, and because of that, my father got his nickname, and his friends called him Dandim or Komandan Kodim, and it was a joke now. My father is a very religious person, and he always like follow he always like to follow his as a Muslim, and he is very kind person, and I think his love language, Afrida would say that his love language is words of affirmation, and I will show you guys some message that I got from my father. And next, please. Next.
The video?
Yeah.
Video. The TikTok video, right?
No.
Oh no. So okay, next. This one. Is it this one? It's still picture. Oh, I mean this video, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's not TikTok.
It's not
Sorry.
TikTok.
Dari awal.
Okay. That was the video, sorry, the chat from my father that sent to me, and it shows how much he loves me so much. And my family faced so many things, such as my father got like, my father got, like, cheated by his younger brother. So my father built a house for his parents for some reason, of course, and his younger brother sold it without his permission. So my father also had to pay my grandmother medical bills and help his poor relatives. And we had to live like very simple, like frugal living, and we have to sacrifice a lot because my father has a lot of like responsibilities at that time. And before I was born, my parents used to sell like vegetables and snacks. My mother often made like gorengan, and she put it on the warung, and when I was she has to do that because what do you expect from 2,000 rupiah per day, right? And when I was in kindergarten, we only had like one motorbike, so my mother had to take me to my school by her bicycle, and she also like always bring a big gigantic red plastic bag, and to accommodate her fried noodles. The fried noodles is
in the leaves, like we called it mie goreng here, right? And other foods like bunko and boto if we used in Japanese. I don't know what this is called here, but in my town it is called boto and bunko. And when I was in my elementary school, I used to sell. Do you know es mambo? Yeah, es mambo is as lilin, right? Yeah, I sold it in my canteen, and my mother also like opened a PlayStation rental at my house, and she also sell like pentol. Do you know pentol? And some snacks. She also joined like social activities like PKK, Posyandu. Next please. She also joined like some social activities like PKK and Posyandu, and she still do it until now. And these are the activities recently that she did. And my mother is a very disciplined and cheerful person, and yeah, it all continued with my brother, who went to college when I was in my elementary school. But at that time we didn't have enough money, so we sold his motorbike, which was very rare at that time. So we used that money that we got from the sale for my brother's tuition, and sent him here to Jogja, to UGM, which yeah. And for my father, didn't get so much salary, and my father got being cheated by his younger brother. My mother always like help him and never commenting about the economics that happens at that time. My brother and I always accepted and were and still and always proud to have oh my God, to have a parents like them. Nothing is next please. Okay. Nothing is possible is real, and if we are willing to try and pray. Time is like a wheel with a rough surface rolling in an uneven place, and it feels slow, but the next thing you know, it's already over. We must remain strong in living life, no matter how big painful is, no matter how much loss tries to kill our spirit. And life is like a wheel, always turning and never staying at one point. Some will leave, and some will replace it with a new one. There are times when we can laugh and then cry. Life goes on. I'm Fadila Lemisna. Thank you.
Who puts onion in here? Ooh. Thank you. Please give big applause for the presenters. 10 presenters, and we still have 5 more. And let me announce our presenters for the third round. Yeah, we have 5 presenters, 3 men, 3 boys, 2 girls. 11th presenter would be Alvin Ramadan. And then Putra Munawir Asyari with visual aid, continued by Rafiu Surya Akbar with visual aid as well. And then Hanifah Nuraini, are you here? And Cleodora Alicia with visual aid. Yeah, the rest will present next week. Yeah, but remember, that our presenters today should also come. Yeah, so Now, okay, Alvin. Yeah, would you proceed to the stage, please? Yeah. Would you please check your mic? Yes. Check, check. Check, check. I think. Did I hear you?
Cek cek.
Good. Yeah. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for Miss Nabila for the opportunity to have speech in here. I hope my speech will touch my beloved friends' heart and sending message to lovely people in on YouTube. So, how are you today, guys? Are you sure? It's okay to cry. So, my topic is about it's okay for men to cry. So, we often heard the stereotype of this. Like when I was child, I know and I'm sure that this stereotype is right. But then I realized that the stereotype is like toxic masculinity. You know? So you want to hear about how I found out that this is a negative stereotype? So when in the junior high school there is like education center that come to my school like a month before exam for the high school. I don't know why they come for just last month, but and then in the last session of this education center they have a session, spiritual sessions that they make a very sad music and then remind us to tell us to remember our sins that we do to the parents and something like that, and then like we have a silence and I not feel anything, but when I see my friends around, they are like crying, and in my heart I feel like I feel like guilty or something. And then for the last week before the exam, our school invites our parents to come to the school and then do something same again, like remember what our do in our life with parents. I have a mindset like now I have to cry, so I be same like the other. And then music play, and then I just like reminds something scared to make me cry, and then when I open my eyes, I see the others like they just laugh with the parents, and they laugh at me, and I feel like how dare you. And then this is some advice for this. So like be true for your emotion, like don't fake your emotion. Like in a relationship we do not want some fake in our relationships. We want to be true to each others, and then I feel like, oh, this stigma is okay. You just be what you are. Don't fake the other, and it's okay to cry because it's express some braveness, like you have the courage to express yourself. And then this stigma is have some negative effects for your mental. So like with this, people will think like overthinking when they have a problem and want to share to the others. They overthinking what the others will say. If what if they judge me, and then it's like is these people will keep it with themselves, and then it's make like something bad will happen, like they will go to drugs or something like that. And I have a tips for you to for this case, like it's a simple tips and tricks, like you just need to brave and express your feeling with each other, share your thoughts and your problem with each other. So I have experience when UTBK, this like in the night I cannot sleep, so and I cannot cry either, or I cannot express emotion, so I share it with my mom. I tell everything, and then so I'm not cry, but it makes me feel like more relaxed because I share with each other. So, but for the number 2, for the tips is you must selective to the advice that the other give to you, because I have a story from my friends, like it's from my friends. My friends have a friends. My friends have a friends, and then and the story is like we said this like this A is have a like break up with his girlfriends, and then he shared the story with his friend. But for this is some irony that happens in this work, that his friends just give advice, but it's like when you break up, it's like time for some alcohol and smoking and like that. So you must be selective about what the other affects to you. And then for the conclusion is be brave with what you feel, express what you feel. We are family in this prodi. If you have some problems in this prodi, you can share it with Akmal or with Rafiu as the Himafi leader and the batch of 22 leaders. If DBSMB, you can share it with me, with KMDB SMB. And then if they hire, you can tell Putra or something like that, or you can tell the lecturers, your TPA, something like that. So for the last reminder, so we have in our class we have a QR in the back. So if you have some critics, advice or problems in this department, you can scan it, and then we are from KMDB SMB, we'll try our best to help you. So I apologize if there is any mistake in my speech, and thank you for your attention, guys.
Thank you very much. It's a really good message, actually. The topic written is men should feel comfortable expressing their emotions. Yeah, it's really good message, and it's comforting, yeah, to know that you guys can talk to Alvin. Yeah. Okay, next we'll have Putra with the visual aid. The title would be How We Should See the Sadness. Yeah, he may prepare. And right, let's see.
Good morning, everyone. Back when I was in the high school, I have one day that I claim it was my worst day ever. So why I claim that day is becoming my worst day ever? Because on that day, a lot of the bad things, a lot of the bad luck it's happened. I will start my story. So starting from the morning on that day, as like an unusual students, I want to go to my school. So when I want to go to my school, when I want to riding my motorcycle, I mean, when I want to turn on the engine, it's not working. It's not turning on. It's my first bad luck on that day. And then after that, not only that, after I realized that my motorcycle is not working, it's not turning on, I bring my motorcycle to the repair shop, and after I bring it to the repair shop, I'm so panic. So I can't realize what should I do on that situation. And then I just waiting the motorcycle until it's done, but it took a long time to get it done. It's around like 1 hour, and on that time it's like around 7 p.m., which is my school is having a close gate at 7:30. And yeah, basically I'm already late for that. Not only that, the estimation for me to go to my school from the repair shop is around 30 minutes. So it means I need to 1.5 hours for me to arrive at school, and it's very, very late for me. And maybe you already have a guess that when I arrive at school, my teacher is give me a punishment, and I think, yeah, it's my second bad luck, second bad situation when I need to washing the bathroom. I need to doing a push-ups in the middle of the school, and also I need to doing some of other punishment at my school. And not only that, after I joining my class, and then when the lunch time is happen, I realized that my cash for the lunch is vanished, is lost. I don't know where is it. And that cash is the cash that my mother gave to me for 1 week's lunch cash. for 1 week lunch cash. So it means I can't have a lunch for 3 weeks, for 1 week, for 1 week later, when I lost my cash. So it's third bad luck on that day. And the fourth one is when the school is already end. I need to take care of our organization, which is at that time, at that day, I need to take care 3 different organization in my school, and every organization have their own problem, not a small problem, but a big problem. So I need to spend my 1 hour time for one organization and another organization. So it's take for me to take home until the evening. But not only that, the next bad luck that I happen for on that time is when I want to go home, but my motorcycle is still doesn't want to turn on. So it's also my bad luck, and I need to bring it to repair shops. And then I just realized that again, my money is vanished, my money is lost, so I can't pay the bills. So I need to call my brother and say, you should bring some money to my location. I need to pay the bill. But alhamdulillah, the bill is already paid, and I can go to home. But when I go to home, my parents is angry to me. Why? Because I supposed to be home when the school is over to take care some of my home tasks, like cleaning my house, or maybe like wash a dish or something like that. But I don't do that because I have several problems in the school. So there's a lot of the bad things, there's a lot of the bad luck happen on that day. And then that's made me go to my room, to my bedroom, and just cry like a baby. And I cry with a pillow on the top of my face, because yeah, typical of the Asian family, like Mas Alvin said before. A man or a boy cannot be cry because doesn't allow to be cry. So I need to put the pillow on the top of my face, just because my expectation is my parents doesn't hear the voice of my cry. And then I just have a thought in my mind: why this has happened to me? Is there something that I do wrong? Why God why God give this struggle for me? What happened? And I have several negative thoughts in my mind in that time. And after I cry, I open my handphone again, and I check some of the posting in the Facebook, and I found this thing, Stoicism. So Stoicism is basically a perspective in the philosophy. So Stoicism is philosophy of personal ethics and methodologies in seeking a practical wisdom in life, and it originated from the ancient Greece and also Roman. So what I get from the Stoicism is the 3 different points. The first one is we need to blend the sadness and happiness on our life. Not only focus on the happiness, but you should be accept the sadness on your life. You cannot be expected you're gonna be found happiness. You need to seek the happiness every day in your life, but you need to seek also the sadness. You need to expect the sadness on your life. And also, you cannot control what you can control. You need to control what you can control. So there's something that you can control, like your response and something that you can do with your own problem to solve it. And also what you can't control is something like other people's opinion, maybe like a weather or something, etc. And then also the third point is you must expect the worst thing will be happen in your life. Will be expect there are some of the bad things will be happen. So from all of this point, I applied it in my life, and then on the next day, I have a different mindset. So instead of starting my day like, what a great day today. what is the happiness here today? Instead of doing that, I start my day like, is my phone broken again? Is my motorcycle is broken again? Is it any other? They will be broken again? Yeah, okay. And then after I have that expectation, I preparing what should I do if that happens. And then also when I already have the expectation and that's happened, for example, like the next day my motorcycle is broken again. Hey, so basically my motorcycle is broken again, but I have a different mindset. So instead of just panic and doesn't know what should I do if my motorcycle is broken, I calming myself and I have and I thought myself, okay, what should I do in this situation? What should I do? Okay, what should I do is maybe I can try to contact some of my friends to pick up me, so I cannot I wouldn't get it late for the school. So it's happened for me, and also because I have a mindset that I control what I can control. I can't control how the motorcycle will be repaired as fast as it can, but I can control what I can do at that time. It's why I want to contact my friends to pick me up. And not only at that time, I doing it several times in the next day, and it's made me change. It's made my life is change. I become a person that more calm. If even I have another worse day, maybe much worse than before, but my reaction, but what I feel is more less stress, it's more or less sad than before. So I think it will be applicable also for you, and I will suggest to you for using that perspective also, this stoicism also, because if it happened to me, I think it will be good also for you to try it. And the last one, life might throw lemons at you, but stoicism can help you make some unexpectedly good lemonade out of it. Thank you very much. My name is Pastor Putra Munaf Rasyari. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. When I heard the story, and then I feel like, oh my God, like too many bad things happen at that time, but it brings you to something good that you can deliver today. All right, Rafiu, are you ready? Okay, so you will use visual aids, yeah? Right, okay, yeah, you may place yourself while we prepare. Do you want to control it by yourself or? Okay, yeah. And yeah, please proceed to stand in there so that you won't be out of frame. All right, so please give applause for Rafiu.
Okay, have any of you ever heard about hustle culture? Okay, let me explain carefully. Hustle culture is when a workplace environment places an intense focus on productivity, ambition, and success, but with little regard for rest, self-care, or any sense of work-life balance. So basically it's like work dominating your time in such an unnatural way that we have no time to live our lives. Shortly is like you work really hard without taking care of yourself. I'm sure many of you are asking, then what's the difference between being productive? Or then being productive is bad? Let's see through a survey conducted by Workplace Intelligence in 2022. 70% of C-level executives are seriously considering quitting their jobs for one that better supports their well-being. Both employees and executives struggle to prioritize their well-being and think work is to blame. Over 40% of employees feel exhausted, stressed, and overwhelmed. Over 50% of employees and executives experience burnout and mental health problems. Just from the first point, we can see that there are still many people who get jobs that don't suit themselves and of course don't match their passion. So it can be concluded that being productive and having a hostile culture is not the same thing. Okay, now I would like to take you for a little walk. Next slide, please. Do you know what is this place? Okay, so it's called Aokigahara Forest, which is located in Japan. Maybe some of you have a question like, what do you mean by showing us a forest? Okay, Aokigahara Forest is a place known to be often used as a commit suicide. So most of people next slide please. Next slide. In 2003 and 2004, 311 bodies were found in this forest with indications of suicide. Most of people who committed suicide in this forest are caused by work pressure and disturbed mental health. And the rest are driven by their tradition. Even the government decided to stop releasing information about the numbers of deaths in order to curb Aokigahara reputations as a suicide forest. If you want to know, next slide. If you want to know, there is a sign that says your life is a precious gift from your parents. And also, please consult the police before you decide to die. You can see how often this forest is used to commit suicide. What even crazier is, this forest has been named as a favorite place to commit suicide. I mean, can you imagine that there is a place could be a favorite for committing a suicide? This happened because maybe some of them are adhere to hustle culture. And next slide please. Okay, the question now is, how do we avoid that issue, which is negative impact of hostile culture? So I will reveal one of the simplest way that everyone can still try to do, It's called taking a pause. Taking a pause. Taking a pause here refers to taking a break for your busy life that can make you tired both physically and mentally. Uh, physical. So taking a pause is shortly, these are activities where you take a break from your routine. Instead of taking a pause by doing nothing, I suggest that it is much better for you to do things that please you, such as pursuing your hobbies or do entertainment like playing video games, watching movies, or shopping maybe, or go on vacation. These activities maybe can help you relax and recharge without getting too caught up in entertainment, and also can help you solve your problem from another perspective. Next slide, please. Okay. In conclusion, hostile culture is not the same as being productive. The negative impact, as highlighted by a survey, reveal high levels of burnout and mental health issues. The alarming issues were suicides related to work pressure, emphasize the need to address the harmful effect of hostile culture. Note that take a pause can be a powerful tool in maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Working all the time may seem good, but it's not something that you keep doing forever. Taking breaks is important. If you're not super excited about something, it's okay to say no. You cannot do everything, and that is fine. I'm Rafi. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a really exciting topic. Yeah, you may put that. Very exciting topic about hustle culture, and sometimes we forget to take a break. Yeah, to take some pause, and that's the message that we could convey from Rafi. So next will be the presenter. We still have two more. The 14th presenter would be Hanifa. Woo! Okay, Hanifa, time is yours.
Hello everyone. I'm Hanifa, and I would like to give you a speech about long distance relationship between your family or your friends. I'm sure many of you have experienced or currently experiencing long distance relationship with your family, right? Yeah, maybe you have moved to another city or now you have moved here in Yogyakarta to your education. And I'm here to share what I thoughts and tips how to cope how long distance relationship between the families. First of all, let me ask a question. How do you feel LDR between your family? Do you think it's a challenge or an opportunity? Alright, I will tell you what I think about LDR between family. I think LDR between family is a challenge but also an opportunity. It's challenge because you can be hard to maintain the emotional connection, the communication and the support from your family. And it can be stressful, lonely and frustrating. And many people usually call it homesick. And it can be an opportunity because it can help us to grow as individuals and help us to learn new skills and explore new possibilities. And I speak here from my own experience. I have moved to another city from my family and my siblings. I moved to East Java in 2021 and I don't regret it. I miss my family so much. I miss them. I miss their hugs, their loves, their jokes and their advice. And I miss celebrating my birthdays with my family and also holidays with them. And so, how do I cope my LDR with my family? It's actually, it can work for me, but it can work from you guys. Or maybe you have another ways to cope your LDR between your family. The first one, of course, the communication. I usually communication with my family through social media like WhatsApp, video calls, or etc. I don't just talk about the weather or the news with my family, and I also talk about my feelings, my challenge, and my achievement in here. And the second one, I plan with my family ahead. I live not the present, but I look forward my future. I make plan with my family what we can do or when we can meet with them. Maybe whether it's my place, their place, or somewhere. And the third one or the last one, I always remember my family through photos, video, or stories. I don't forget it, the memories that we have made together. I learn from them and appreciate how far we have come and how much we have grown. I try to be grateful, nostalgic, and hopeful. So that's all some of things. They may not be perfect, but it can help me to stay connected, happy, and fulfilled. And it can help me overcome the challenges and make me enjoy the journey. And so it can conclude. And I want to give you some advice. If you are in LDR with your family, don't give up, don't feel alone, and don't lose hope. You are not the only one who is going through this. You can make it work. And you have the power, the tools, and the resources to maintain and strengthen your family bond. And you just need to be creative, positive, and proactive. Remember, distance, not a barrier, but a bridge. It can bring you closer, not further to your family. I think that's all for me. Thank you.
It's really interesting topic as well. Why are you in a rush? Yeah, actually, I enjoy listening to it, and you have a smiley face. Yeah, that really cheering us up. Yeah. Okay, our last presenter for today. Well, we have Cleodora Alicia with the title. Let me check. It's about the personal experiences about expressing personal interest. Yeah. So yeah, please proceed to near to the stairs. Yeah. Okay. Alicia, time is yours.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Miss, for the opportunity. Hello, everyone. I guess it's already noon, but I will say it good morning. Okay, so does anybody in here have something that is special in your life? It's not a person, but it's a good stuff or else. Does anybody in here have those things? Dinda? Booster. Oh, okay. Dinda, booster. Anybody in here? Catherine, perhaps? Miss Bia? Food? Okay. Miss Bia loves satay. Anyone? Last person. Nasi Padang. Catherine, nasi Padang. Okay. Today I will share something that I really love in my life. The title is Blue Sightly. It's not the part of me that the sad part in my life, but I take this as a part of me that really love blue color. Okay, next slide please. Okay, this is my expression when I saw something with blue color. Like if my my friend from senior high school, they have a blue notebook or a blue pen, something like that, I will scream like this. I will say, "It's really cute. Where you buy it?" Something like that. Because I love blue that much. Okay, next slide please. Okay, this is the proof that I really love blue. My bed cover, my bag, it's flower. For your information, it's a baby breath. For certain people know that baby breath is have white color, but it's sprayed blue. So I take this to my house, and my wet is also blue. My towel is also blue. So as you can see, my clothes is also blue, and I have shoes, blue shoes today. And I want to prove you something in here. I already have notebook. It's my diary, and I also have the blue paper. Okay, don't read the word. Okay, this is how much I love blue color. So next slide please. Yeah, for your information, blue color have much more than 10 name of the blue color itself. So there are aqua blue, turquoise blue, denim blue, sky blue, soft blue, navy, royal blue, and etc. So what is the most favorite color, blue color that I really love? I really love royal blue, which is this one. So when I buy this notebook, binder, I guess, when I buy that binder, I really love it, and I take care of it until now. Then why I love blue so much? For short story, I love blue since elementary school when I having crush with my friend in elementary school. So he loved blue color. Then I tried to understand why he loved blue color. So I searching for why people love blue color, something like that. And I try to love blue color as him too. Then until now, it's like I still love the blue color until now. I don't know my ex-crush still love it or not, but for now, until now, I still love the blue color. Then Next slide, please. My friends, my senior high school friends, junior high school friends, my family, my church friends, everyone know that I really love blue color. Then they have the same expression as him. Like, it's just somehow I annoy. They feel like I'm annoying to them because every time I saw something that blue, I have a expression like too much. But this is how I express my my love to blue color. Then from this, next slide, please. I reflect something that I take this to myself. People see you as you show yourself to them. So as much by oftenly I showed to everyone that I love blue color, then they mention that okay, this person is really fanatic to blue color. Then they know like every time I'm missing something and that stuff is blue color, they will easily to recognize like it must be Ellie's stuff, something like that. And I reflect it in myself, like people will see me as much as I show them who myself. And I have a good quote like a good person produces good things from the treasury of a good heart, and an evil person produce evil things from the treasury of an evil heart. What you say flows from what is in your heart. Next slide, please. So I just want to share that we must beware and be kind. As much you show kindness, humble, and good things, then people will recognize that you are kind, humble, and good people. That's all from me. Thank you.
Wow, it takes longer than we expected, yeah.